And can you believe they actually made a sequel 6 years later, even though no one cared about the first movie enough?
Yes, that's right. They made a mostly ghostly sequel, even though no one cared about the first movie. Let's not waste any more time, because Lord knows this movie does. This is Mostly Ghostly 2. And no, I'm not calling it Have You Met My Ghoul Friend. That title has absolutely nothing to do with the movie. You think maybe Tara could manifest herself so others can see her and she pretends to be Max's girlfriend with that title? But no, nothing like that happens. So anyway, after the opening logos, we get an almost 3-minute opening credit sequence where you can literally feel yourself aging. I can feel my hair turning gray. So after all that, we get...
Nice. Looks just like your mom.
Your mom joke. Yeah, you might have noticed something a little different. Almost everyone has been recast. Max's parents are now played by Bob from Good Luck Charlie and not Carrie Fisher here. His brother is now played by Des from Asa and Ally. Even Nikki has been recast. The only returning actor is Madison Pettis, for some reason. But the strangest recast choice is Max himself.
Is afraid of this bad boy. Now, can we get out of here and go home?
Looking a little brunette today, are we, Max? And I'm sorry if it seems like I'm harping. It's just more than a little jarring to see Max going from the lost Weasley sibling to Lanny from Pair of Kings. Anyway, new Max is walking a recast Buster by a graveyard, and feels it appropriate to start expositing.
But look, nothing's gonna hurt us. I'm still wearing the magic ring. This baby is like kryptonite to ghouls. Even Phears, if he even still exists, is afraid of this bad boy.
And yes, as teased at the end of the first movie, Phears is back. But he's also been recast. Instead of being played by Brian Stepanek, he's played by Charlie Hewson. He does overact in this movie, but it's just not as fun as Stepanek's in the first movie. And it just comes off like he's trying to be a Tim Curry wannabe or something like that. And because he's not played by Brian Stepanek, I'm not going to call him Phears, I'm going to call him Phears.
And that's with an F, not a PH.
So Phears brings a Russian clown back from the dead to exposit the events of the first movie. I'm not even joking, he exposits his backstory and then explains the story of the first movie while adding some details that weren't in the first movie.
So I decided to make them more like us. Ghosts. When Max Doyle's family moved into the Rowland house, my cat Mauler was stuck there. And to top it off, that snotty little Max recovered the ring and now uses it to protect those kids.
So after convincing the clown, named Emma, to help him, Phears tells her to possess Max. We then cut back to Max.
Aw, look how cute he is.
Why, Cammy, I didn't know you felt that way.
How long is this movie? And how far are we into it? Oh, God. So after that embarrassment, Max goes home to be greeted by Tara and Nikki.
Guys, we don't have time for this. It's been almost a year since we lost Mom and Dad.
A year?! You mean to tell me you went from this to this in a year? Bullshit! Why does this movie try to pretend it's a sequel while trying to be a reboot at the same time? That almost never works. So Max goes inside to be greeted by Grandma Cameo, played by Joan Rivers in her last role before she died. Well, let's just say she was wasted on this movie and move on.
Chester called, and apparently the PE test is on again for tomorrow.
It's the stupid rope climb test. I can't even get started on that thing.
You know what? Get in there, stand at the bottom of that rope, stare up, and say...
When I get to the top, I just hope nobody looks at my shorts.
Rated PG. So Max goes upstairs to be confronted by Des.
Do you hear that?
You're what?
That cat meowing. You don't hear anything.
No, just this.
Oh, hey! Let me off!
You know, the first movie sucked, but at least it didn't have any farting.
You've been in a toilet?
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Max and the ghosts fool him to make him go away, and then Max gets on his computer to try to help the ghosts find their parents.
3 years ago, it says your dad was doing research at the old county courthouse. Doesn't mention your mom.
Well, that was just 2 days before both Mom and Dad disappeared for good.
2 days? Then how did that whole scene in Phears' flashback happen? Did the police just let him go? Yes, I know, I'm poking out the logic and continuity of a movie that's made for kids, but if the movie's just going to be lazy about it, then it's my job to call it out for it. So they go to the courthouse, and after a few pitiful attempts to tell jokes, they find a box conveniently marked with the ghost's last name on it. They start to leave, and it's right about here where I realized this character was here to stay. This is Max's new crush, Cammy, played by Bella Thorne. What happened to Tracy from the first movie? Let's just say who cares and move on. So Nikki and Tara offer to help Max with the all-important rope climbing test the next day. The next day, Max tries flirting, I guess, with Bella, but gets interrupted by, oh no, annoying kids. Why did it have to be annoying kids?
It's full HD, 1080p, multiplayer with connectivity, up to 32 outside challenge games.
Can you tell this was written by someone who's never even seen a video game? So now it's time for the ever-important rope climbing test.
Any of you deadbeats expects to pass my class, you're gonna have to get past Lester. Yeah, Lester. The rope. I'm on a first-name basis with all of my apparati.
Why do you name all your gym equipment?
I have my reasons.
She f***ed the gym equipment!
Glad you're here. I'm so glad I'm here too.
So, how do you want to do this?
Hand over hand. What do you mean, how you want to do it?
Maybe I should grab him by his gym shorts.
Oh, what are you trying to do? Give me a wedgie?
First of all, that's disgusting. Second, I don't want to give you a wedgie.
This isn't funny. This is really, really annoying. And if you like the basketball scene from the first movie, here's the rope equivalent of that scene, only about 15% longer. So I guess that accomplished something as Max messes up Dez's class picture.
Hey Doyle, your brother's almost as big a loser as you are. Up top!
Oh, shut up, Gray from Stine with a Chance. If I went to that school, I'd be picking on both of you. Dez then starts to make a fool of himself. At dinner, the family starts hearing stock cat meowing sound effects.
You know, just a couple days ago, Max said that he thought he heard a cat in his bedroom.
That was yesterday! How could the writers possibly not know that the entire scene where Dez heard Max talking about the cat was the previous day? Tara and Nikki pop by to remind Max that there is a cat.
It's Mauler.
Mauler?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Phears' cat.
Yeah, you remember that thing that was in the last movie, but totally wasn't in the last movie. Look, I've never read the book, so I don't know if the cat was in the first book or the second one or not, but if it was important, why did they leave it out of the first movie? Maybe they thought they were never going to do a sequel. Oh, wait! Anyway, Max is called upstairs to find the neighbor's cat. Of course, since Max's parents are horrible, they believe Max is the one who brought the cat in. So we're over 30 minutes in as we return to Phears. Yeah, remember him? He sends Emma to Max's house so she can possess him. But she goes into Dez instead. Uh-oh! I sense hijinks about!
Oh, and did you clean up the mess that cat made in Colin's room?
Not only did I clean it, Colin took my room and made me sleep in his because of the smell.
Wait, what? I can only take this one of two ways. One, instead of taking the cat home like he should have, Dez took the cat in his room for some reason, and doing so it crapped on the floor. Or two, this movie is so lazy they expect us to buy that that wasn't Max's room the cat was found in, and that Dez and Max just happened to have identical looking rooms. Either way, this is stupid. So speaking of Dez, he arrives for breakfast.
You been eating a lot of cheese or something?
Here, have some breakfast.
Yes, have some magically appearing pancakes. And now we get one of the only legitimately entertaining scenes in the movie. I'm not even joking, this scene always gets a laugh out of me, even if it uses the same shot and just reverses it. Even though this movie was a reboot sequel hybrid, it's good to know the laziness of the first movie lives on. But when they decide to make an Exorcist reference, Max uses his ring to bash out from Dez's body. Emma goes back to Phears and reveals she didn't accomplish anything. And then she goes back to sleep.
No, it's time to snooze.
Well, you were useful. Bye! We then cut to Max's science class, and isn't that the same actress from the first movie? So anyway, oh, what? She's back? What happened to It's Time to Snooze? Whatever, she possesses Max and we get another admittedly entertaining scene. Only it's a little less entertaining than the first one because it's so soon after it, and because of the blatant middle finger to physics and the terrible green screen effect. So deja vu sets in as nothing happens, as Max has a conversation with the principal and blah 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 ghost shenanigans. I don't care. So Max is sentenced to run laps for hours, I guess, going by the way this scene is edited, and Tara and Nikki show up to whine at him for not devoting every waking second of his life to find their parents. Not even joking.
How long are you gonna be doing this? We need to get back to my father's journal.
Yeah, can you tell that coach lady you have more important things to be doing?
I'll just tell her that I don't have time for her punishment. I'm sure she won't give me more laps or push-ups or mountain climbers or anything.
Okay, great.
You guys have done nothing but get me in trouble. Just go away. Please, leave me alone.
They're not. Stop! Stop right now! Explain to me why I should feel sad and not side with Max on this. Oh sure, they're not directly responsible for Max being possessed, but they are the cause of it, and I don't see them trying to offer any solutions here. And he's right! They have done nothing but get him in trouble, and they don't even apologize for it. Finally, why should I care if he wants them to go away? Sure, he says they're friends, but to me, he's more like a tool for them. Same with the last movie, too. All these characters do is use each other to get things they want. That's not friendship. That's, well, being a user. So anyway, the coach accidentally wakes Emma up inside of Max, and she decides to play soccer. So the coach wants to put him on the team. During the game, the ghost gets the ring off Max's finger. So you'd think maybe this would go somewhere, right? Nope. Bella saw the ring fly off Max's finger and gives it back to him.
You dropped this.
My ring! Oh, thank God you found it, or there would have been serious trouble.
So I guess it's Halloween night now as Phears scares a bunch of random kids since his powers are back. Max comes home as Tara and Nikki show him the video he recorded of Dez's freakout. And I guess everyone else could hear the music earlier? Whatever, Tara manages to talk Emma out of Max's body, and this somehow makes her young again. I don't even...
Only bad witches are ugly.
Max is done with ghosts. We're all gonna leave him alone now.
Yeah, Max. We know you're sick of us, so we're gonna go away. Forever.
Yeah. We've got well over half an hour to go. Sure, you're gonna leave forever. So Emma sees Max and the ghosts make up, and that they seem to care for each other, and realizes that they're all good people. So they all hang out, and we get Emma's backstory.
We were on the tour of America for our first time, and our bus crashed outside the town many years ago. We were all buried here.
Okay, does someone want to explain to me how this actress, who is Russian by the way, could possibly slip out of her natural accent?
Now, because of Phears' dark magic, I cannot be with my family.
Just like us.
No. No, you are not like me. You are not that.
We're ghosts.
Yeah.
Not real ones. You're ghosts. Not that.
You didn't know this? How could you possibly not know that you aren't really dead since all Phears did was cast a spell on you that turned you into ghosts? Was that flashback from earlier recorded before the script was done?
Then do you know why Phears wants Nikki and Tara so badly?
Because they are Roland's. Roland blood, and he must capture all the Rolands and finds the antidote.
Yeah, don't worry about the slip-up, Anna. Don't bother redoing it either. Someone will fix it in editing. So they plan to return Emma to her grave to do something. Max goes inside to get intercepted by his awful parents. But in a shocking turn, Des comes down and tells them Max is on the soccer team to let him go to the graveyard. Ignoring the fact that Max's parents are so stupid to believe there'd actually be soccer practice at like 9 o'clock, this is actually a really welcome change because Des explains why he's doing this.
Look, Mom and Dad told me about how I freaked out this morning, but you helped me. Calmed me down and kept me from hurting myself. Thank you. I owe you one.
Des actually goes through a character arc. He's treated his brother like crap for so long, but when he finds out Max actually helped him, even with how much of a jerk he's acted towards Max, he decides to be nice to him. And this isn't for this one scene. Des is actually a much nicer character for the rest of the movie. Even though it is a little forced, I have to hand it to the writers. This is a pretty well-written character arc for a character I thought would never change. So our heroes, I guess, go to the graveyard to return Emma to her grave, and...
Okay, Emma must return to her grave, and Max will say his chant while holding the ring.
Okay, great, then all I have to do is... my ring! I don't have it!
You know, I forget to put my necklace on a lot, but I at least have a reason. I wear it on the outside of my mask. I don't feel it's there, and I get wrapped up in recording, and by the time I realize it, it's too late. You don't have the same excuse for a magic ring that is your only protection against evil ghosts, you moron! But Phears arrives and reveals his plan.
You tell them the story about your family, how you want so badly to be reunited, just like Tara and Nikki want to be with their parents, and then presto, you all end up back at your gravesite.
So he knew Emma would tell them about her parents, and all of this would somehow happen exactly this way. Somehow. Excuse me. Hello. Hi, I think you have competition for most convoluted plan of all time. How many times have I told you to stop calling this number? Sorry. So Phears shoots Adobe After Effects at Emma, awkwardly forcing her back into Max. But Max and Emma escape, and Phears summons a bunch of goons to chase him. Oh, wow. I have never heard such an unfitting song for a chase scene. Here, let me fix that for you. So we get an awkwardly choreographed fight scene between Max and the ghouls, and to finish it all off, Max and Des use a rope to defeat them. How did that defeat them?
Red's the one frequency they can't penetrate.
Oh, right, of course, how stupid of me. So Max goes home and finds his ring, as well as Phears' cat. He manages to get it out from under his bed and catches it in his backpack. Somehow. I mean, it's a ghost, right? Shouldn't it be able to phase out of his backpack? So Max goes back to the graveyard and uses his magic chant to create a vortex to the netherworld or something like that. But Phears grabs Tara and threatens to take her with him. But Max reveals the cat.
Don't hurt him!
And let Tara go.
You promise not to destroy him if I release her?
Okay, I promise. Now, we let the cat out of the bag.
No! It's got Mauler! Don't be afraid, Mauler, Daddy's coming! Be brave for Daddy!
Oh, good job, movie. Now you've got me sympathizing with Phears. He let her go in good faith that Max wouldn't hurt his cat, and Max just spit in his face and probably perma-killed that cat. Our hero! So they return Emma to her grave, or she just disappears. Whatever, the movie doesn't care, neither should I. So, movie over, right? Phears is defeated thanks to our jackass heroes, and Emma was returned to the spirit world. The movie should be over, right? Wrong! We've got well over 10 minutes to go, as the next scene is about that all-important soccer championship that I guess the whole movie was about. Oh hey coach, your neck seems to have healed up rather quickly. The coach puts Max in, and Max uses Nikki to help him. Somehow Nikki gets knocked out of him, but somehow Max scores the game-winning goal all by himself. Who cares?
So proud of you. So proud of you.
Who the hell are you? And Max and Bella get together. Whoop-de-doo, I don't care, please end. The group then find a message left for them on Max's computer, which isn't even plugged in. Ooh, spooky. And we end on a freaking dance party ending with the threat of Phears returning. This movie is pain. Not painful, pain. It's human suffering concentrated into a pill that you take when you feel like there's too much joy in the world. Decent? I'm sorry, Spongy. I disagree. This movie is awful. The script feels like it was written in one draft without it can't even keep continuity within itself, and they had to stretch out the ending to get it to 90 minutes. The effects are terrible, the editing is terrible, and it's padded. Very, very padded. I just can't believe it. I've never seen a movie series that somehow manages to get worse and worse with each consecutive film. That doesn't count. Shut up. No. Alright, you got me there. And yes, I know there's a third one too, and it's probably the worst out of all of them. Next here. My brain can only take so much stupid.